You reach for it before you even know you're doing it, not because you chose to, not because anything happened. Your thumb is already moving across the glass before a single conscious thought has fired in your prefrontal cortex. You're not weak, you're not addicted, you're ancient. Here's what nobody told you in school. The same neurological hardware that kept your ancestors alive on the open savanna is running right now inside your skull, in this century, hijacked by a rectangle of aluminum and light. You've been told this is a modern problem, a tech problem, a generation problem, but the reality is 300,000 years older and far more unsettling than that. Because the urge you feel right now to check your phone is not a glitch. It is the most successful survival program ever written by natural selection, and something figured out how to weaponize it against you. We're going to get to what that something is. But first, I need you to go back. Picture the world your brain was built for. Not ancient Rome, not medieval Europe. We're talking 200,000 years ago. East Africa, open grassland stretching flat in every direction. There is no roof over your head. There are no walls. There is no notification you are waiting for. There is only the grass, the wind, and the shapes moving inside it. Your survival depends entirely on one thing, not missing anything. A stillness in the reeds, a shift in the herd, a shadow that shouldn't be there. The humans who checked their surroundings constantly, compulsively, reflexively, without needing a reason, those are the ones who lived long enough to have children. The ones who waited for something obvious before looking, they didn't make it to the gene pool. You are a direct biological descendant of the anxious ones. That scanning behavior, what researchers call environmental monitoring, wasn't a quirk. It was the central survival mechanism of our species. Neuroscientists today call it the orienting response, a hardwired, automatic redirect of your attention toward anything novel, anything uncertain, anything that might represent a threat or a reward. It fires before you can stop it. It fires faster than conscious thought, and it gave ancient humans a tremendous edge in a world where threats were real, unpredictable, and fatal. But here's what nobody tells you. Your brain never learned to distinguish between a rustling in the savanna grass and a vibration in your pocket. To your ancient orienting system, they are the same signal. Both are novel, both are uncertain, both might be a predator, both might be a resource. The dopamine circuitry that rewarded your ancestor for checking the bushes and finding something important still fires every single time you feel that phantom buzz. And the cruelest part, it doesn't fire when you find something good. It fires most intensely in anticipation, in the moment before you know what it is. That is the exact same emotional state your great-great ancestor felt when the grass moved. Pure, electric, involuntary attention, pure survival mode. And then the apps learned this about you. The variable reward schedule, the fact that sometimes it's a meaningful message and sometimes it's nothing, is not an accident of design. It is the most powerful behavioral conditioning mechanism known to psychology. B.F. Skinner documented it in the 1950s. Slot machines have used it for decades. Now it lives in your pocket, and it delivers an unpredictable signal to a brain that evolved to treat every unpredictable signal as potentially life or death. The average person checks their phone 96 times a day, not because they're distracted, because their threat detection system is doing exactly what it was built to do, pointed at the wrong target. This is the part that should genuinely disturb you. The average Pleistocene human had maybe a handful of unpredictable social signals to monitor per day. The mood of the tribe leader, the whereabouts of a rival, the behavior of the hunt. Social monitoring was critical because being exiled from the group was a death sentence. Your brain evolved to track those signals obsessively because belonging kept you alive. Now you carry 400 social signals in your pocket, refreshing in real time. Every like, every read receipt, every absence of a response when you expected one. Your brain processes all of it as social survival data. Your nervous system cannot tell the difference between being ignored by your tribe leader in 50,000 BC and being left on red in 2024. The dread feels the same, because it is the same system. And here's where it gets truly dark. The more you check, the more you train your orienting response to expect the reward. The neural pathways deepen. The threshold for what counts as a threat lowers. Eventually, your brain flags the absence of stimulation, boredom, stillness, silence, as the threat itself. Stillness used to mean safety. Now it registers as the moment before something goes wrong. This is why you reach for your phone in the elevator, in the line at the grocery store. The moment a conversation pauses, silence has become the predator. You were built to survive an environment that no longer exists. And the ancient program running your attention doesn't know that. The humans who made it out of the Pleistocene were the ones who never stopped scanning, who treated every moment of calm with suspicion, who rewarded themselves neurochemically for checking, and checking again, and checking one more time. That was the right strategy then. You are the proof it worked. But the savannah is gone, and the mechanism remains. And right now, somewhere between your amygdala and your dopamine pathways, your prehistoric brain is crouched in the grass, watching your notifications, convinced that your life depends on what happens next. It still thinks it does,